Y'all niggas are scaring the hoes, bro. Okay? Quit scaring the hoes. Me and Cuz, we was just like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We went to Shooters, and guess what? There was no shooters up at Shooters.
Man.
Come on, bro.
Man,
You feel
it
me?
was hella people too.
It was
bro.
hella
No
people up
bullshit.
there,
It wasn't
bro.
a fight. You know
I'm
what
saying, bro,
saying?
nobody even fought, bro.
It was a good time.
It was a good ass time.
Yeah, for sure. It was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Literally, bro. And you know what? Like, I don't even know who. Back with another episode, I think number 5 of the Faith to Fear podcast. I'm your host, CJ Robinson. I got my boy JC here with me, man. We back at it, man. Obviously, we know been a little minute. Had way too long, bro. We supposed to drop twice for y'all, but technical difficulties. We gonna rerun that episode, and y'all will get that episode back. Our interview with John Morgan was super dope. It's still gonna be dope the second time, for sure. But yeah, man. What's up with bro?
Man, I'm happy to be back, bro.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, bro. I've hit all my workouts this week.
Okay. What did that entail us?
A little bit of everything. I was in the gym a little bit, on the tennis court a little bit.
Okay.
I actually hooped for the first time in like 3 years yesterday, bro. So
How was you, bro?
That was cool.
Got the rust off you?
We got the win.
All right, bet.
It was cool though. It was cool. Played a little kickball yesterday too.
Oh, yeah.
I've been active, like, so I feel good. I feel good. What about you?
Man, bro, I'm just happy to be alive, brother. Happy to be alive, man.
All right, wait, real quick. I'm gonna challenge us, right? So we asked each other how we were.
Yeah.
Neither one of us gave an actual feeling.
Right. Nah, yeah. All right, listen. I feel I guess more rested.
Okay. Man.
All right, you feel me? So I feel more rested, bro. I had to man, this how I fuck with y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna premise this, but bro, with all that bullshit that was going on, man, like I had to like rest the most that I've rested in a long time. You feel me? Like my body kind of forced me to be like, hey nigga, we gotta go lay back down. Again, do it again, bro. I don't get again, bro. I'm like, so I'm like, damn, all right. So I'm literally going to bed at like probably like 10:30 and then not getting up till 7:30, you know, till it's time to clock in. I gotta clock in at 8. But I'm like, you know, typically I'll probably wake up, you know, maybe like 5, 5:30.
What time you was going to sleep?
I usually used to go to bed like maybe 11, 11:30, 12 sometime. You feel me?
For sure.
So it's like, bro, like, man, but yeah, bro, like, it's a miracle that a nigga here right now. I just started feeling better like yesterday, 2 days ago. A nigga could shit up his back right now. Listen, like the goddamn babies and shit, bro. Nah, bro.
It was treacherous.
It was treacherous, cuz I'm not gonna hold you. It's one of them like woke up out of your sleep shits, bro. You barely making it to the goddamn bathroom and shit. I'm like, bro, Jesus,
you fuck on my
what's
waist,
going on, bro? I'm like, man, you pray to God, Jesus, please just take this shit. Just take this shit away from me. Pun intended.
Yeah,
come on, bro. So it's just like, nah, for sure, man. But shit cool, man. I'm happy to be you know, I'm happy to do this, bro. Like we made a joke, but yeah, definitely felt like I was walking down that tunnel, man. Like I always feel good. Time. Yeah. when we come here, bro, like I always feel good because I feel like I try to be intentional about the fits I put on because this realistically is this is art for me, I would say, right? I love speaking, but also like this allows me to tap into like one of my first artistic art forms of that I love, which is fashion and shit, sure. Right? So it's like I love being able to intentionally, you know, even if it's quick. I was about to be late to this, but let me just pick something
together,
you know, type shit real quick, sure. You know, and get was able to pop out of shit. So yeah, man. But we got quite a list for y'all today, bro. It's been a lot of shit that's happened since our last episode and everything, man. I was just telling Darren before you got here, bro, like I'm salty as fuck that I couldn't make it to that Jay-Z concert. I know you're not a fan. However, it's just like, bro, like the optics and everything, it just looks great out there, bro.
And I heard he did something dope where, you know, it's 3 concerts.
Yeah.
But it's not the same show each time.
Right.
Divided up in, I guess, different eras or something like that.
So I think yesterday was, what's today's date? We can check. Today is the 12th. So okay. So yesterday he did the Blueprint album, but on the 10th, shout out to my dad, his birthday on the 10th. On the 10th, he did Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
So I was gonna go for the Blueprint shit because like Reasonable Doubt is a classic to me, but like Blueprint is a goddamn banger. Like sure. That's Kanye production, Just Blaze, all of that shit on there. So it's like I think that would have been yesterday's show realistically. And then I'm like, shit, I just seen today that the nigga bought out Eminem, bro. Like crazy, bro. He got him and Eminem got this song called Renegade, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga. Like, and Eminem actually out-rapped Jay-Z on that song. Like,
man, he out-raps a lot of niggas on this song.
Oh, for real. Yeah. Since I'm in the position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't a politician, but I kick it with him a minute, man, bro. Come on, bro. Eminem used to, I ain't gonna lie, when that nigga was in his Slim Shady.
Oh, yeah. He had some bangers.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. So I thought that was crazy, bro. And then I'm like, I kind of figured this was gonna happen because when he picked his locks out, obviously. I'm like, you not about to keep this, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but I just seen, I don't know, did you get to see Beyonce chopping them down?
I didn't.
Bro, I'm like, man, it was crazy, bro. Like she, see if I could pull the shit up. I don't know, but she had him in the fucking stands, bro. Like just giving him a quick fade and shit.
So
realistically, I'm like, hey, bro, shout out to it, man. I ain't even.
Yeah, they definitely know how to entertain.
No, realistically, bro. Yeah. I'm like, shit, and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Shit, they make being married look good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Realistically.
For what they show us, I'll say.
No, I was gonna say that part too. They don't
let you too far in, but they show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, for sure. Yeah, definitely, bro. Because they really is real selective with what the fuck you get to see. Yeah, and I'm like, shit, I know Jay-Z, he don't even got, to my knowledge, I don't think he got an IG page.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know he has a Twitter, I believe, but he hops on there like once every 3 business years or some shit, it seemed like.
For sure.
For real. I don't know what I can't remember what, it might have been Dead Presidents or some shit. I did see Blue Ivy playing piano for him, which I thought was crazy too, realistically. It just felt dope, bro. Like, and I'm like, man, even to just watch her grow up, you know, like we done seen her as like a little kid and shit. And, you know, I want to ask you something because like, I know my girl, she don't really care too much about this. But like, how do you feel about posting like your child like on the internet? Because why I ask you that is like everybody's like it's like a full circle moment like with how Blue Ivy came into herself, right? But like y'all was dogging the shit out of her, as a child, you know, like it was horrible, bro. Like, and the fact that people could just like dog children like that and shit in general, right? Wow. Like everybody always got some shit to say, and now she's, you know, grown into herself and everything. Like always been a beautiful child and shit. Right, a lot of that I feel like a little bit anti-blackness too. I feel like we all have that in us, right? But like, if you don't have like certain Eurocentric features, it's gonna be deemed upon as like, you know, ugly per se, right?
Right, for sure.
But how you feel about like posting your child on the internet, bro? Do you feel like what you feel about that?
So I guess I'm not like all for it, but I'm not totally against it because like I'll post Mario on like my story like often. But I don't have any post of him like on my page. You
just made your IG again too.
Yeah. But even on that one, it might have been one post of him on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know like what my exact reasoning behind that is. You know what I'm saying? I think with your story, part of it is I can see who viewed my story.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a post.
A lot of lurkers.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's not foolproof. You know, somebody could be on somebody's profile, somebody can screenshot it. But yeah, I don't really, I'm not against it, but it also is like I think it's a level to it.
Nah, for sure. Definitely, bro.
Share.
Yeah.
And then also just knowing what comes with that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah.
I don't even remember who somebody just posted something, but it was like I think one of my homies from high school like posted, it was like basically watch when you posting your kid, like, cause it was like, all right, like a illustrated picture of somebody taking a picture of their baby in a crib, and then but then it was like these shadowy figures outside the crib, and then it was like now times that by 100, it was like 10,000 people can watch your kid who might have like nefarious, like
sure,
beliefs and shit. So it's just like, no, that makes sense though, bro, for sure, man. Shit, going back to this goddamn cyclospora shit, bro. So, cause I really think that's really what this shit was, bro. God damn, bro.
Yeah.
It just feels like
I feel like it happens every couple months. It's like it's
bro.
clockwork. Like,
Oh,
y'all thought y'all was cool. Y'all was
exactly,
chilling.
Bro.
Let me stir it up a little bit.
Oh God, dude. Like,
don't forget.
No, for real, bro. And it's like, man, it's like, bro, y'all put this dumb bitch in office. And it's like, bro, like now that you got somebody that's in office that wants to like make shit lax on what we need to screen for, now all of a sudden we got like, because I guess this is like cyclospora. I was just I think I was looking at it earlier this morning. Basically, like this isn't something that the FDA is required to like kind of test on anymore per se, right? So it's like, oh, that's so ironic, bro. Because now like niggas is shitting their brains out, like, and it's like, damn, bro, like you just trying to debilitate niggas, like I'm like, bro, the last time I even had anything remotely happen to me like this is when I drank water in Mexico. Like, I don't know if you ever heard about that. Like, you're not supposed to drink the faucet water in Mexico because it's like it has bacteria that we're not used to in America, right?
Right, it makes sense.
So it's like, they're going to be used to it over there, but like, we ain't. Like, so I was fucked up. Me and Tierra was fucked up bad after that Mexico trip, bro. Realistically, but I mean, shit, just so y'all know, if y'all haven't heard, like, it just says like no grapes, no strawberries, prepackaged salads and shit, any berries that you can kind of think of, just make sure you're washing your fruit and shit. I would probably get one of them fruit washers, that with the paddle and shit, whatever the case is, right? Apple cider vinegar, 1 part, 3 parts water.
So how long is this supposed to be for? Like, I mean, I guess that's good practice just in general, no matter what's going
for
on.
sure.
But like, is it like a timeline on when they say?
I don't know. I didn't get to see nothing like that, but I know as far as like the effects on you, bro, it said it could be like from days to weeks to a month, bro.
Sheesh.
Which is crazy, right? Yeah. And like, which brings me to my next point, because I didn't notice until like during the pandemic, bro. But like a lot of the times when we have these outbreaks and shit, like E. coli outbreaks and all of that shit, bro, it's because it's like unsafe working environments and like fruit and vegetable fields and shit, right? So like y'all always complaining about like Mexicans taking our jobs and shit, right? Get the fuck out there then and do what the fuck they doing, right? Because like they don't got porta potties, so they literally shitting and pissing in the field, right? Ain't that crazy, bro?
That is tweaky. That is tweaky.
It is like, just imagine, bro. Like, I've never had a job to where,
man,
to where it wasn't even at least a porta potty nearby that I could go. Like obviously that's less than, I don't want to use a porta potty, but I don't also want to have to shit in the field.
Right.
I'm a chattel slavery or some shit, right? So it's just like, bro, like y'all be talking a lot of shit like, oh, they taking their jobs, but like, do you want to go do that and get paid what? Probably maybe like $6 or maybe less. Because I'm sure they're not paying these motherfuckers crazy, because obviously they be like, I'm sure some people documented, some people may be undocumented. So it's like,
I think that was one of the things they said grocery stores did. It was like desensitized us from, or disconnected us from like what it takes to really get food, grow food, get to the get food from nature to the table.
To the table, bro. Literally, right?
And we take it for granted, and we don't really think about like what went into this. Like who
bro.
Like so, yeah, that's definitely. I've never even thought about it. You feel me? When I get a piece of fruit, I'm not
thinking about that. Yeah,
immediately go to the fields or where this came from. You know what I'm saying?
And I only think about it very seldomly, because I do have like only 2 friends that I could think off the top of my head that grow fruits and vegetables and like peppers and shit in their backyard. So it'd be like whenever I stop by their crib, which is probably like 2-3 times a year. Oh shit, man! Hey, you want to take some shit back? Yeah, why not, bro? Like it'd be cool, but it'd be like, damn, man. Like I'm like thinking, do I even have the wherewithal to keep up with this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because they got some impressive shit, bro. You feel me? Collecting the rainwater and all of that shit for her, bro. So it's just like, man, and I'm like that even. Like we got to be wary of like our like vegan and like vegetarian and liberal community, right? Because like y'all be like point y'all nose down. A lot of motherfuckers. Oh, you shouldn't eat meat, but like, do you know where your vegetables and fruits is being sourced from? Right? Is it being sourced in a in a humane way that where somebody's because harm can still be caused regardless of if you're not eating meat or not. Is you going to plant your own shit? You feel me? So it's just like, hey, it's so many factors that go into that shit, bro. But yeah, man, be safe out there with y'all produce and shit. Make sure y'all wash it because you don't want to be shitting up your back. All right.
Yeah, for sure. One more thing with this, you know how I think we might have talked about this before. I don't think on the pod, but just me and you. How our front yards used to be like trees and fruit trees, and vegetables and stuff like that.
Nah, for sure.
Grow our own foods, and then it shifted to lawns where
exactly.
But a lot of this stuff wouldn't be needed or happening if that was still a thing because you
literally, bro,
grocery store or you know what I'm saying. It would be ethically sourced from right here,
right.
And it was all intentional. I feel like
I agree, bro, and I feel like because I even heard somebody say like front yards used to intentionally be like gardens were for front yards, right? And it's like it's not. I don't feel like it's an accident that like everything they want to make everything seem like so convenient, right? But like y'all got like seedless everything right now. You feel me?
Real about that with the seedless shit, bro. And they were saying like, all right, once everything becomes seedless,
right?
Who controls everything?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you can't grow anything by yourself?
Can't grow no
Where
shit.
Did you get the seed? You know what I'm saying? You can't get the seed. And I could see like. Maybe not in our lifetime, but if it ever does get to that point where like seeds will be like gold.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Because I think it could happen in our lifetime, bro. Because realistically, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I think we got another 50 in us.
Yeah,
you feel me? Sure, we got a 50 piece in us. So like, by the time we 80 something, I can see that shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I could definitely see them on some goddamn like Total Recall, one of them fucking Terminator type, cause bro, like you think it when I think of billionaires, bro, like Jeff Bezos, a goddamn Elon Musk, what is the other the Microsoft nigga, right, bro? These are goddamn evil geniuses, bro. You feel me? Like I heard they got a patent on the apple, like the actual piece of fruit apple. You feel me?
Wild. Like how can you put a patent on
patent on that, bro? Like what are you talking about? And even like I had to like changed the way I thought about like oranges, right? Because I learned that oranges get their pigment based off of the climate temperature that they're in, bro. So like I guess like whenever I get an orange sometimes and it's green, I'll be looking at it sideways. But I learned that sometimes they actually be green because like of the temperature that they in. So it's still cool to eat. But I would be looking at it like, nigga, this is a green orange. But like we just so raised to think that it's supposed to be, literally, bro. So it's like, all right.
Even they said like, your fruit shouldn't look perfect.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
If it was probably modified, if it looked too perfect.
Literally, bro. And they throw away like I can't remember the name of the company, but it's like a company that you know what I'm talking about.
Probably everybody do that though. I know what you're talking about where if it don't look good enough, it's like
get that bitch out of
here. Yeah, we're gonna toss it.
Yeah, bro. So it's just like I don't know
with the nutritional value of it.
Nah, for sure. She gonna I don't know, bro. She gonna get a little weird and wicked too, because it's like, bro. I mean, even hey, remember this episode 5 of the Fade to Fear podcast. I got this wonderful water in my hand right now. You know, it's it's free right now, right? But we gonna have to, hopefully not, but one day we gonna have to pay for this shit.
Hey,
you feel me?
I seen it was a commercial for is it called Forever Straws or something like that, and it's engineered to like pull 99.9 impurities out of water, like so it's like say our water source is ended or sometime like say something happens with that shit, you can put it into lakes or whatever and like drink through the straw and you should be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like,
that's some cold shit.
Do I need a couple?
No, for real, bro.
Do I need a couple?
Damn, I might need 10.
It doesn't expire. But yeah, like it's like some apocalypse shit. Like you could use it for.
I might need that link, bro.
You feel me?
I might need that link, bro. But yeah, bro. I mean, we just honestly, bro. We gonna have to burn this shit down one day. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like niggas is not like, bro. Niggas just got too much money, bro.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my OGs and I was asking him like, what do you think would like level the playing field for everyone. And he was saying a natural disaster.
Yeah, for sure.
But it would have to affect the world. Like not just America, like not just, you know what I'm saying? It would have to affect the world to where money wouldn't matter.
Right.
And all that would matter was like the actual resources and what you can do like with your hands. Like useful. You know what I'm saying? Can you grow shit?
Oh God, bro.
He said either that or aliens coming down this motherfucker and we forced to, you know what I'm saying, link up, like
really getting active.
Yeah. So I definitely think the only way that shit gets a hard reset. A hard reset needs to take place.
1,000%, bro. I agree. Definitely. But yeah, man, I don't think we missing anything on that. But yeah, bro, just be safe with what the fuck is going on right now, because I don't think this shit is by any accident. And it's like, bro, like, you know, shit, you think summertime you do want a fresh piece of fruit or a salad or some shit, bro, but it's just like niggas is fatigued right now, bro. Like the fact that I'm like, bro, come on, dog, I can't even get a smoothie. I'm thinking I'm scared to think about the choices to where I can even eat at now, bro. Like, on top of the other daily shit that we dealing with, it's just that shit is fried, bro.
What's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Yeah, for sure, bro. So, man, that's with that. But unfortunate that we even had to talk about this, bro. But fucking actually, before we go into that, I do want to talk about this really quick. What the fuck has happened in the Highland Square? What the fuck has happened in the Highland Square at Highland Tavern, bro? Like, because I don't know if you was, I wasn't really able to pull up too much information.
I was supposed to. I didn't look. And so from what I saw is that they voted on whether or not they were going to support the renewal of their liquor license. I don't think that was the actual vote. For the liquor license. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was kind of like we deciding that when it does come up for review or whatever, like we going against it. I think that's what it was.
Okay, I got you.
But either way, you know what I'm saying? It's like they aren't the only establishment having.
Yeah, and I seen that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
So, but they're kind of getting all the blame because all the black people go there.
Exactly, bro.
If we being honest. And I'm not okaying any like illegal activity that goes on.
Right.
Any violence or nothing like that. But I also don't think shutting them down is the answer to it.
It's not the answer, but at the same time, it's just like two things. Well, I'm gonna say something silly real quick. Y'all niggas is scaring the hoes, bro. Okay, quit scaring the hoes. Me and Cuz, what was this, like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
we went to Shooters, and guess what? There was no shooters up at Shooters.
Man.
Come on, bro. You feel me?
It was hella people too.
It was hella people up there, bro. It wasn't even a fight. I'm saying, bro, nobody even fought, bro.
It was a good time.
It was a good ass time.
Yeah, for sure. It was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Literally, bro. Like, and you know what? Like, I don't even know who I was talking to about this, but bro, like, that's the upsetting part about Akron to me, is because it's like there's so many. Cleveland is obviously way fucking bigger than Akron, right? But there will never be a time in Akron to where it's gonna be like 3 functions shaking at the same time, right? So like, let's say for an example, okay, like, oh, we got a spot in Fairline, we got a spot downtown Akron, we got a spot in the Valley, we got a spot in the Heights or something, or some shit like that, right? That can happen in Cleveland
for sure,
to where it can be super like
each
packed at each spot. Akron, our black population is so dense and small and condensed to where it's almost like we all know each other. So we're all, for the most part, migrating to each spot for real. So it's like, bro, what is it to where, like, okay, if we know this to be true, why the fuck? We got to take care of our spaces, bro, because we need safe spaces, bro. I'm tired of not being able to fucking go out in Akron, bro. And it's like, man, I understand that, like, this shit is more nuanced, like, because I had to think a little deeper about this shit, right? And I want to pull this shit up to be correct for real. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so most of y'all should know about this shit from fucking high school for real, but Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? So like, I'm getting to think about it like, okay, cool, like Yo, basic at the bottom of the pyramid, like what we need is food, shelter, sleep, water, breathing, warmth, and clothing. Above that, safety needs, health, stability, property, resources, employment. And then above that, you need loving and belonging, meaningful relationships, acceptance, friendships, and shit like that. So I'm like, okay, we got like a lot of this shit is impacting the Black community to where you don't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's
Might
like
have one out of the, how many was it? Yeah. Right.
a bunch of shit. Right. But it's like, man, at the same time, it's just like, okay, I get it, bro. But it's like, bro, you know what I mean? They're like, what did they do to make them niggas that bad? Like, bro, I just really want to know what the fuck be happening.
So I saw a reel today, actually, and it was saying how, like, if we gonna be pro-Black, right? We gotta have empathy for YNs. That's what they said. And it was like, because a lot of the decision they are making is coming from lack of resources, anxiety, fear, all those things. And it's like, they're inherently not like that. But like, this is what's going on in their life, mentally, physically, everything like that, to lead them to do things like this, right? Again, I'm not okaying it, right? I'm really trying to figure out, how do you address it?
How do you address it? Right.
Yeah, like what, like how do we stop this from happening? Because I feel like a code need to be in place. You get what I'm saying?
Literally, bro.
Like,
exactly. Because one thing I don't want to hear no white people talking no shit. We do hold our own people accountable to the contrary belief, right? Like if somebody kills somebody over here or somebody do some shit, we holding that shit accountable. Right,
we not gonna turn them into the police.
We not turning, but like but like it's dealt with on a community level. Yeah, at the end of the day, period, bro. So it's just like, man, like I think there does need to be some accountability put in place, whatever that looks like, at a community level, realistically. But like I think what you just said, bro. There needs to be some type of code put in place. But niggas is losing recipes too, bro. You feel me? Like because like you never would have heard this shit from. To my knowledge, at least. I mean, I guess my OGs that I had around me, like, for real, like, wasn't telling me that every spot was getting shot up. I know there were outliers. There were things happening, but it wasn't every fucking spot.
Definitely wasn't Highland Square.
Exactly, bro. But to this point, too, though, let's not act like Highland Square has been just this goddamn beautiful, safe. I saw my first. Drugs. Come on, bro. And sex workers, bro. Yeah, that's literally. You feel me? Sure. I was at I think 8 or 9 years old. My mama took me to the Chinese spot over there. Wait in the car, CJ. It's a jump off right there on the corner, bro. Man. The first one I ever seen in my life.
And see, that's the thing. That's still crime, and crime leads to. More crime, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it wasn't
bro.
like it was just straight before.
Literally, bro.
But I can't even say it wasn't violent crimes, because violent crimes can still be happening within that. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, assault against women, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, somebody could have died from a drug overdose. That's still a violent crime.
For sure.
So it's like, we can't, to your point, bro, we got to stop picking and choosing what crime is okay and what ain't. Because I know, I even think the reason why I wanted to talk this, shout out to Shell and shit, but I know she bartends at Highland Tavern or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I seen she was at the city council meeting, but like she had made a post about Highland Tavern on Facebook, and she had said something about like y'all didn't react this way when somebody got shot last year, I believe, at the matinee, and they died in front of the matinee, right? And it's like, whoa.
I didn't know anything.
I didn't know nothing about it. You feel me? Sure. Like I'm like, that's crazy. And somebody commented under the post, and the girl was like, "Oh, I watched the person die," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like that had to be hard for you, right?" But it's just like, damn, like, what was the difference between that and Highland Tavern? Definitely. Oh, was this just an isolated event, right? Or like the truth of the matter is, y'all get uncomfortable when y'all see a large amount of niggas. Yeah. Obviously, like there was some type of riff-raff happen, but like
sometimes I get uncomfortable when I see too many
I do too. I do too. But I'm not gonna hold you.
But let me not say uncomfortable. I get aware. I need to. I scan it. I feel the vibe.
But I'm like that with everybody too, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
You're right. True.
Yeah, because I'm a
in general. Like
because I'm gonna stay on point. If it's a group of too many groups of white dudes or too many groups of black dudes too.
Like what's going on?
Which brings us to the next point. R.I.P. to Nolan.
Man.
Yeah.
That it's like a rerun.
Yeah,
know
bro.
What I'm saying? We've seen it before. It's a rerun. So for me, bro, I dug a little deeper, not into his case, but just what it is to be the token black kid.
Yeah.
Right? Or just to be a token in general. And the risk that comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I can say I was a token black kid
I was
at
one point
in time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I shared this on the pod, but I know I shared it with you. Is that in my senior year of college, I had all white roommates. So it was probably 5 of them and then me.
Yeah.
And then
that's different, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And I came from Bookto, bro. So it's not like this was my norm.
Right.
But also I was able to I could play back and forth. I could play the field. Yeah,
right.
You know, to this day. Like
for sure.
And I still have white friends, so that's not what
for sure.
But like this particular instance, it was homecoming. And one of the roommates that I was really close with, we kicking it, you know, we going from house to house during homecoming. But it's like maybe 4 of his friends from Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And we walking back to the house, it's middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? And one of them says, "What's up, my nigga?" to me, right? Now I'd have been with y'all this whole night. And
right.
been around other black people too.
Yeah.
And you ain't said no shit like this. Like, right?
You trying to check the temperature.
You check the temperature.
Yeah.
So I pause and immediately my friend like, "Oh no, he ain't mean it like that. Hold on." Cause he saw the way I looked at him. I was like, I'm supposed to hit you technically, or what I was taught. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For you saying that, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's 5-1.
Nah, for sure, bro. You could have been.
I could have been Nolan.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah,
like,
quite literally.
Nobody
Goddamn,
knew
bro.
That right then. You know what I'm saying? So
Jesus, bro.
So just thinking about that is like, it's a lot. It's a real danger, some real risk with being the token black kid.
Nah, for sure,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? So. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's
quite
wild.
literally, man. I got this homie. I got a good amount of white friends for sure, but like I'm not gonna name which one it is because I'm pretty close with them. But they had invited me to come kick it or whatever at the spot. Now, like we're all very grown. I'm not even like young age at this point, realistically, already in the career and all of that, right? So it's like, man, you know, I just be keeping my head on the swivel. You feel me? And it's like, this was my first time to like a holiday function, I think, right? Shorty wasn't able to come, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, all right, I'll go down, you know, to go hang out or whatever the case is. But in my mind, I'm like, I know I'm about to be the only black person here, right? But at the same time, like that, I don't remember, rest in peace, I think her name was Tamara, that sleepover situation, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That had already happened, right? Yeah. So like this is after that point. I think that happened in like 2019 or some shit. Mm-hmm. So bro, like you know, I could still carry, like so. I always got it with me, but it was crazy because like my mind was like almost so over like trying to be over prepared that I took both straps.
Man,
I'm not even gonna hold you. So like I had like my concealed carry, like I was no for real, bro. And it was like, all right, man, because I know he know I conceal carry. So I was like, it's not that I don't trust you inherently. It's just that I don't trust whiteness. Yeah, you feel me, right?
For good reason.
For good reason, because it's like, bro, like I'm a dial back to this in a second, but bro, I had my bag with me, and I also had my fucking I had this holster that's like custom made. I think the holster was like $150 itself, but like I had the holster on my back, like with the smaller strap for real for us. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, I know he know I can still carry. So I'm like, if y'all tried to take this bag off of me and get that one, y'all don't even know I got another one. I'm like, you feel me? But I'm like, it's crazy that I had to go that far to think that crazy, and nothing that ended up even happening. You feel me? But it's just like, bro, going back to the whiteness point, like. Whiteness doesn't look at getting in trouble, right? Like we learned that, you know, from the video you sent and everything, right?
For sure.
So it's like, man, look, like the fact that y'all able to call yourself white is because it was easier for the fucking institution to live by. Like, you're not even allowed to call yourself Irish American anymore. You're not even an Italian American anymore, right? Because if you have your own group identities, then it's harder to control you, bro. Yeah. Like, right? Because I know I seen somebody talking about basically like how we'll get demonized if we want to start practicing African spirituality, right?
Right.
You feel me? But like, it's like, hey, every person under the umbrella of whiteness was not always under the Christian umbrella. You might have had a Celtic, religion that you was stemming from, like, or all of these different branches, right? You might need to this is not me, obviously, like, I am a Christian, but like, this is not me trying to tell y'all to turn away from, whatever you believe in. But it's like, bro, you might need to get back to your bag or something of what the fuck you feel is right for you, right? Because it's like, under the umbrella of whiteness, it's not okay to be different. It's okay to enact violence against somebody that isn't under that umbrella, right? Like, that's why they had the brown paper bag test and shit. I remember seeing this video, bro, like years ago. This dude was getting arrested and he thought he was about to get off with the cops or whatever. He was a white dude, and he's being belligerent, irate and shit, this, that, and the third. They tackle his ass to the ground, putting the cuffs on him, and he's like, "You're treating me like I'm black."
Man,
I'm weak. I said, "Oh,
man," because that's loaded. That's a loaded statement. Like,
you feel me? I'm like, "Oh, so you know that they reserve violence for us,
right? For sure.
Yeah, you just knew that it could never happen to me." I was low-key flabbergasted when I
knew they were going to understand what you were saying. Too.
Exactly.
Like, you said that, like, you know what I mean.
You know what the fuck I'm saying, bro. So it's like, man, boy, that shit crazy as hell. But yeah, bro, like, just the shit, the Nolan Wells situation just really hurts my heart, bro, because it's like, realistically, bro, I think he was 18, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
18, 19, bro. This nigga, he's a young man. This young man was a baby, bro.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like, y'all not real friends, for one, because it's like, why the fuck did y'all take his phone, for one, right? Y'all wasn't trying to give it back to his mom, right? And y'all deleted everything on the fucking phone. Y'all trying to hide some shit, first and foremost. Everybody's fucking oblivious. And it's, bro, it's getting weirder and weirder, because like, why is it always a scenario to where somebody's mom is a judge? Somebody got a judge parent, or somebody got a parent in the FBI, right?
Yep.
But I'm like, damn, is that just what happened in like these affluent areas, to where like, they just get, oh yeah, my parents they do X, Y, Z, right? And it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, even it's even crazier. I don't know how true this is, but I did see there were two pictures, like an original photo and a Photoshop picture of when they was on a boat, right? So like, somebody Photoshopped like the beads off of his neck to like a metal chain, like a regular chain, like he was wearing like just like a necklace instead of beads. And then somebody Photoshopped one of the beers out of the dude's hand to like an energy drink, right, out of one of the white boys' hands. So it's like, bro, like, somebody had posed the question of like, one, what the fuck do these beads mean on y'all neck?
Yeah. You
feel me? Like, he had on red beads, y'all had white beads on. Like, did y'all go on this island to like hunt this dude? You feel me? Like
and it's, for some people that sounds far-fetched, right?
It ain't though.
What they used to eat us.
Literally.
So it's like, to think that just stopped out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And then just become more covert, like, I think that's foolish if you just believe like everything stopped. They just went about it a different way.
Oh God, bro.
And there have been other white people that have spoken out about rituals and things that still go on that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of times they come up missing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dead ass, bro.
So I don't think it's far fetched to think like, was this a sacrifice? You get what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Literally.
Man, so it's like a lot of questions that go through my head, even when I see that picture, right? If I didn't know what happened to him, I still would have looked at that picture like,
right.
Like,
come on, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
And I seen another reel. They were actually talking about this case, and he was saying like, you can't be the only black friend in a group of white friends. Like, at least got to be two of y'all.
You know come on, bro.
Like,
just for safety in general. Like,
and think about that though. Just for your safety.
Crazy, bro.
Just for your safety. I think this goes back all the way to one of our other episodes when we were talking about putting your kids in white spaces.
Right.
and how it's a lot of other things that goes into it. Because you're not just picking their education and what they're exposed to, but like, well, you're not only exposing them to positive things.
Facts, bro. Yeah, literally, it's very layered, and it's like, bro, even to that, bro. Like, I see a lot of y'all bitch ass people on the internet. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm mad, bro, because it's like, man, a lot of y'all be talking about. I see y'all under them comments talking about chimping out and shit and white fatigue and all this, that, and the third. You don't think that we tired and shit, bro? Y'all be talking about we trying to make every fucking thing about race, bro. Y'all do the same. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't for y'all made up fucking race.
Yeah.
Right?
Is a reason they ask your race on almost every form.
Exactly, bro. For what reason?
And we didn't create those forms.
Come on, bro. Literally,
it's
bro.
A reason. It's a reason for it.
It's just like, man, come on, dog. You can't be that obtuse, bro. Like y'all being willfully obtuse. I even seen somebody say, bro, like, man, like whiteness in general, like, gets its dopamine from like causing suffering to black people, right? So it's like, man, that's why you see, like, all right, like if you don't engage with like somebody who's trying to be like intentionally racist to you, like if you like, okay, like if you just not like, why aren't you talking? What are you doing? Like, you know, like, all right, like eating them up, bro. You feel me? Like, and somebody even brought up like Black Wall Street, like they was like, man, that probably killed them people because y'all was, you know, just eaten up inside by the image of seeing this entire black city. And I know it's more black cities outside of Black Wall Street, but y'all, it killed y'all the fact that y'all seen, we had our own bus station. We had our own fucking doctor's office. We had our own fucking movie theater and shit and shit, right? And y'all had to make it a fucking lie to say that a white woman was raped, and that allowed y'all to fucking firebomb, literally dropped bombs on this fucking city. That ain't never happened to my fucking knowledge, right? To anywhere else. But like, bro, whenever it's us, you always see either a lynch mob when it was back in the day, or the fucking CIA gets involved. And what other fucking group of people do the CIA get involved on? I never heard of any outside of when it's dealing with us, to where it's gonna be some literal covert shit. That's gonna happen, bro. Like, in the other thing, bro, it's so crazy because it's like, man, like, it lets you know, like, really just how they fucking look at us and shit, bro. I was trying to get back to reading this book this morning. Shout out to Angela Davis's title "Women, Race, and Class," but it was just talking about how, like, bro, looking at just women as like how many children she can produce off, like they might make her have 10 to 14 babies in a year, and if she's fertile, she's being deemed as held as higher, versus like if a woman can't have that many babies, then she's less value, right? But at the same time, she's still not held to the regular standard of a woman at that time, because she's also made to work in the field just like a man. You feel me? So like, she can't have a dainty job, quote unquote, like a white woman would, because you're not on the same, you're not a woman. Type shit, which is crazy as fuck, right? And it's like, man, I'm a challenge y'all out there, but it was this part in chapter 2 that was just kind of talking about like Frederick Douglass shit and shit. We know he was like a person who was big on abolition and shit, right? So back at that time frame, he was pushing for women's rights. Obviously, he wanted to no longer be a slave, and he ended up getting his freedom. But like, at the same time, he knew he was pushing for women's rights because middle class white women were starting to come. Somebody had wrote a book and compared being a married middle class white woman to being a slave, right? So he was like, okay, well, maybe if I can get some of the sympathy, like if I can like be on board with y'all for the women's movement, y'all can come see my cause as well, right? Support us too, right? So it's like these two intersectionalities basically just kind of coexist, or whatever the case is. And it's like, all right, y'all, like people started hating on them. Like men was like, hey, you a woman supporter, right? Which is crazy.
My bad. I don't want to interrupt
you good, bro.
I just took a training. It was my second time going through it. It's called the Man Box, right? And the organization is called A Call to Men, I believe. And they're like, their mission is to stop violence towards women.
Right.
And they referenced that when Frederick Douglass, like team with the women's movement, and he was saying that, like you just said, not just men start getting mad,
right?
White straight men start getting mad about it, and essentially, like what they said was, if women get more rights, I get less rights.
Right.
Like
which
that,
is not
but
true.
they're not connected at all. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And, it went even further to like, to now, I guess there are some men, I think they call them incels.
Yeah. Involuntary celibate. Yeah.
Where they believe that any shortcoming in their life is due to women, right? They believe in something called the 80-20 rule, where they believe that 80% of women are only attracted to 20% of men.
Wow.
And the 20% of men is like high value men. They this tall, they make this much, they drive this, you get what I'm saying? And so once they deem like, oh, I'm not in that 20%, they gonna hate all women, like, run. And like that leads to violence.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just, it like, because I just went through that training, when you start speaking about it, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, they definitely.
Nah, for sure, bro. And it's like, bro, like, listen to how old that is, right? We're still talking about this bullshit to your point to this day. How the fuck can you, bro? So it's like, hey, man, like, I'm saying this to basically say, like, Frederick Douglass had to do that to help the women's movement, which inherently helped the slavery movement, right? So it's like, sometimes a different group is going to hear you based on who it's coming from. Yeah. Right. So like they were more, even though he was a slave, he wasn't a woman.
Right.
So they were going to hear his argument for the women based on it not coming from a woman's mouth. What I'm saying is, y'all gonna, like, if you want to be an activist or something like that, right? And you want to be like an ally who is an activist, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable with. You're gonna have to be comfortable with giving up your title of whiteness, basically, right? Because some of the shit that you are afforded comes from the being under the umbrella of whiteness, and like they might not listen to it if it's coming from from us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So like, I'm not saying that white people have to be the campaigning face of, you know, like, I don't know, black people rights or whatever the case is, right?
Use
but
your
like
privilege.
Use your privilege.
Yeah, for the right reason.
For the right reasons. Literally.
You got it. It gets you, but use it.
Absolutely, bro. For sure, bro. And it's like, you know, just fucking say something. And it's like, man, don't be offended at every like fucking thing. Cause it's like, man, I know even since we started this pod, bro, like a hit dog a holler. Yeah. You feel me? So I know it's been a couple people that ain't black. Hey, bro, I'm not talking about you. You're not a racist person, right? Yeah. You know, like this is pointed towards people who are racist. Yeah. Right. This is the rhetoric that I'm pointing towards them. If you're not racist, if you don't feel this way, this ain't directed towards you. But like, hey, that's basically all I got to say. Like
if it touched you a little bit,
hey,
do some internal work.
Come on, man.
Some self-reflection.
Literally. And it's like, bro, the thing is, deeper. We all got a little bit of prejudice inside of us, but at the end of the day, like, we didn't create the system. Right. You feel me? So it's just like, I mean, it is what it is, man. But yeah, use your goddamn privilege, man.
I did want to say one more thing about that. So I wrote it. Being the only black friend isn't automatically tokenism, right? But the real question is, are you valued as a complete person, or are you valued because of what your race represents to other people, right? So when you are in white spaces or you do have white friends, evaluate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do they actually value me?
Nah, for sure.
Or am I the person they can just ask certain questions? Like,
facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Or do they just feel comfortable around me? Or is it?
Nah, that too.
I'm the shield where it's like, I got a black friend, so I can't be racist. You know
nah, on God,
bro. So just be aware of it. Just be aware.
I'm happy you said that, bro, because that you made me remember something I forgot to say, man. Like, back to that white fatigue shit. Y'all don't think that we tired because, bro, like, I remember back in I said this on an episode before, but just like, bro, like a lot of the time, if you are a minority group in a large white space, they're gonna look at you for what you can offer, right? They're like, hey, do the thing, man, do the thing, right? You feel me? Yeah. It's like you do a little tap dance for you and shit, right? So it's like, bro, like majority of my life, I've been good at like impressions and shit, man, like impersonations and shit. I remember like I had seen like, what the fuck was it, Forrest Gump or whatever the case is, bro. So like I probably seen that movie when I was like, I don't know, 12 or whatever the case is. So by the time I'm like 14, 15, I got that bitch like the back of my head. And me and Jenny went together like peas and carrots. Like, you feel me? Like, so I remember being in class, man, and it was just like a little off-putting because like I liked doing the impersonation. I thought it was funny. However, it was this dude that I knew since like middle school, and it was like him and like 4 other white kids. Oh shit, here's CJ, bro. Do the fucking Forrest Gump real quick, bro. I'm like, huh? I just walked into class. He's, bro, no, it's so fun. Just fucking do it real quick, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had to do it. It was like, I fucking told you, bro. I'm just like, bro, god damn, bro. You feel me? I feel like I'm tap dancing this shit, bro. And I'm like, I might have not even felt like doing it right then and there. You feel me? But it was like, god damn, bro. Like, did y'all laugh or am I the butt of the joke? Right, for sure, you feel me? Type shit. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, that is very tiring, have to fucking perform and shit and like always constantly do. Yeah. Can I just be? Can I just fucking exist at the end of the day, bro? Like you said, I'm not always constantly coming to look at you to be expertise on something. You feel me? Like, we're allowed to have multiple layers and outlooks on certain shit, but I'm not about to make you. I don't, just because me and JC both black, I don't think that JC knows every fucking thing about rap that ever fucking happened.
Right.
I don't know every fucking thing about rap that ever fucking happened.
And he not gonna pull my card just because I don't.
Exactly, bro. Just because you may know something that he don't know, or I might. Can you feel me?
So can I go on like it's connected?
Go ahead.
It's a little rant real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
I'll talk to you about this. All right, so Juneteenth wasn't too long ago, right?
Yeah.
My son
talk your shit. Yeah. No, they gotta hear this.
A summer program at a church. I believe the church was predominantly white, but we heard good things about the summer program.
You want to say the name? Nah,
no, we're not gonna do that. But so they send a weekly, like a weekly letter into, like, they put a message in the chat about like what's the lesson plan for this week, and it'll break it down Monday through Friday or whatever. So Juneteenth, the week of Juneteenth, that lesson plan had nothing in the lesson plan about Juneteenth. The only thing it had was we won't have school on Friday because of Juneteenth. Right? Fast forward to July 4th. They released that week's lesson plan. Every day. What I really want to let me see if I can find the lesson plan.
Yeah, go back to our text messages, bro. It should be in there.
Let me see if I can find the lesson plan real quick. Let's see. Cause I want that. Okay. Let's see.
You and me in your chat?
I'm actually in the messages where the teacher sent them out. Like, that's what I was trying to see.
No, because I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it and then reply to it.
They didn't. Okay, I found it. Okay, all right. So this is the lesson plan for the week of July 4th. Monday. Oh no, my bad, y'all. I'm still off. All right, that's
all good, brother. I just found it.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. So Monday is American Flag Day. Discuss the American flag, its colors, stars, and stripes. Sing your grand old flag. Watch a clip about the American flag. Activity, star number puzzle activity, right? So that's Monday. That's just Monday, bro. Mind you, Juneteenth, there was nothing about Juneteenth in the lesson plan. Tuesday, Independence Day. Discuss Independence Day and what it means. Sing the land is your land. This land is your land. Watch a clip about Independence Day. Activity, coloring page of American flag. So like, they're indoctrinating him about like, this is the importance of the July 4th, right?
Right.
Him. But nothing was said about Juneteenth.
Right.
Wednesday, fireworks safety. That's kind of not connected. But like you can see, like they kind of went above and beyond for July 4th, right? For Independence Day. So I said something about it. I just pointed out that I noticed that there wasn't anything in the lesson plan for Juneteenth. But there was a lot in the lesson plan for July 4th, and I was just wondering, like, how are y'all going about being culturally competent and making sure that my son knows that first, like his history, what Juneteenth means, and why it's important. And the teacher responded and said, the first thing they said was, I am also African American, so I get the importance of Juneteenth. That's what they said, right?
Pans the camera.
And then they said, I did talk about Juneteenth this week, right? So, all right, you talked about it. I'm not reaching out to you for it to be a checkbox. Like, all right, I talked about it. That's it, right? I'm really pointing out the major difference between how each holiday was celebrated, like one trumps the other.
Right.
So then she was like, and Juneteenth is a relatively new holiday, so we didn't get a chance to update our lesson plan.
It's been 6 years now.
I had to go look it up, bro. Juneteenth has been a holiday for 6 years. So even saying like, leading off when I'm African American, doesn't really mean much to me also. But then following up with this, a new holiday, it's like you're not even accepting the fact like, all right, we fucked up.
Yeah.
You was like, you trying to making excuses for it.
For sure.
5 years, 6 years is more than enough time.
More than enough time
to update your lesson.
Because Mari's how old?
He's 5.
He's 5.
Right.
That's a big age right there.
Yeah. So then after that, she's like, but like going forward, I'll make sure that I'll incorporate more activities into the lesson plan, right? You should have just said that off rip.
Yeah, because you're moving the goalposts. You're trying to make excuses, really.
Yeah, but it did two things. One, it pissed me off at first. But then also I had to take some accountability. Mm-hmm. I didn't do any Juneteenth coloring books or anything with him that week. Yeah. Now we went to a Juneteenth, like the thing downtown or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like I didn't make sure I instilled that into him. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? So I immediately got on Amazon, like, hey, we about to get some Juneteenth books. But it kind of ties in also to the Nolan thing, like putting your black kid in white spaces and making sure they still had that foundation of blackness, of their culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to do it.
Nah, for sure.
Me? You've been getting Friday off from work for the last 5 years, but you didn't think like, I should probably incorporate some activities.
I wish I did.
Yeah,
no more,
you feel me? Yeah, right. So yeah, man, that was my rant. I appreciate them saying like, going forward, they're going to do that. But I also appreciate that I was able to self-reflect and be like, okay, I got to do some more work.
That was tough, bro. And self-reflection is I'm gonna dap you up.
Yeah, you feel me?
Bro, very rarely can people take accountability and self-reflect like that. So that's fucking extremely dope. You just introspective in general, bro. So that's very tough. I wanted to ask you, bro. So you said this is a black daycare?
No, it's a summer program. So
is that a church?
Is actually the church has a school in it, and the school has a summer.
It's on the west.
I
know what you talk. I feel like I know what you already talking about, bro.
West-ish.
Okay,
you know what
I got
I'm saying?
you. Yeah.
But it's a lot of black kids that go there too.
So my thing is kind of very eerie. If it's a lot of black kids that go here that nobody, not one of y'all,
and they've been going there. This is his first summer there. I know that the other kids have been there multiple years.
Right?
So I was the first person to say something. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they didn't say I was. Oh, so wait a minute. That you just made me remember something. So boom, I do that. So now they're looking at me like the pro-black dad or whatever. I come to get my son from school the next week, and I'm assuming she's the principal. She's the head lady there. Caveat, like, all right, off to the side. When you pick up your kid or you drop them off, they don't let you into the building. Like they literally open the door, let the kid in. They'll sit there with the door open. But I remember one time she was holding the door open before my son came up to the front. I was like, okay, are you she's like, no, can you stay right here? I think it's very weird that my kid is here.
Yeah, but
you know who I am,
right?
But I can't step into the building.
Yeah.
Like, so that was that part of it. But I'm picking him up. So same deal. The principal actually comes and opens the door and talks to me. And she was like, "Do you follow football?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm kind of thrown off by it. Like, "Yeah." I can't help but to think of Amari Cooper every time I say your son's name. And it's like, this is off the heels of me saying something about Juneteenth. Like, this is not how you connect with me right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, football, you kind of proving my point. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I just laughed it off. Like, yeah, she's like, yeah, didn't he play for like the Browns? But like, I don't give a fuck about that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just give me my son, man.
No, for real.
Put some shit about Juneteenth in the lesson plan. Like, you don't gotta talk about football right now.
For real, bro.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could have asked me a lot of different questions, but
like, dead ass, bro.
You feel me? Like, do you follow? And you have never spoken to me before.
No, for sure, bro. I just made it a little awkward for you. You felt like you had to say something.
Yeah, like let me prove to him that I'm cool with black people because I follow Amari Cooper. Y'all play football, right?
Oh, she was white.
Yes.
Oh, goddamn.
It wasn't the teacher.
Yeah. I didn't know the principal was white. Yeah. That's crazy.
She's trying to create some rapport with me through football, and it's because I'm a black dad. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
bro, I just heard this. I just listened to this YouTube channel podcast thing yesterday. You just made me literally think about it, so I got to bring it up. But this black man was talking about when he was like younger, he might've been like age 6 or 7, something like that. And he had a teacher at this time. Basic scenario was they had a permission slip for a field trip that they had to turn in. Mm-hmm. So obviously kids forget shit all the time. Right. So he said it was time for class to be let out and everybody got up, but we're going to call him Charles. Everybody got up, and then the teacher was like, "Charles, can you stay behind for me?" And he's like, "Yes, what's wrong?" And she like, "Was there a reason you didn't turn your permission slip or whatever the case is?" He was like, I forgot." And she was like, "Is everything all right at the house?" And he was like, "Yeah," like because he like 6, so he don't know what the fuck she's trying to ask him. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Okay." She was like, "Charles, does your dad sell drugs?" Flat out.
How did we get here?
How the fuck did we get here? Right? And no. Wait, let me take a couple steps back. She said, "What does your dad do for work?" And his dad is a chemist. Uh-huh. Like she was like, "Does your dad sell drugs?" And he was like, "Yes." He was like, he works in a big factory, and he was like, he makes the pills for it and sends them out to sick people. Mm-hmm. Like, cause he's an actual fucking chemist. Yeah. Right? So like, how the fuck did we get there? From not having a permission slip signed, right? To fast forward, he said, in 2019, there was a principal who just so happened to be the fucking teacher. Mm. She turned into a principal at this point. And this young man came to school with a do-rag on, and she basically said to his mom, like, he could possibly be involved in a gang because we know that gang members wear this. And you know, like this is trying to call a do-rag quote unquote a gang member's uniform, right? And she was like, "What? Like what the fuck?" She was like, "No, that's not what that means." She was like,
"Everything,
literally, bro." And I'm like, "This is just fucking do-rag." Yeah. Like I'm like, first and foremost, I'm not about to. We shouldn't have to explain shit, but like for those who don't know, like. A fucking do-rag is just to fucking protect your hair from breaking off.
That's it.
Literally. Black people's hair is kind of like, think of it as a plant. If it's not hydrated, it's going to break off like a plant if it's not watered.
It is also a fashion statement.
It's a fashion statement too. Yeah,
but it's not gang related.
Just because. Right. So like they ended up banning his mom from the school because like they was like, "Oh, I'm not about to argue with you about this," basically this, that, and the third. But the shit was crazy. Like they ended up letting him back to the school or whatever the case is, but she didn't want to be wrong, bro. You feel me? I guess she just didn't want to be wrong. And it's like, bro, get the fuck, like we just can't exist, bro. Y'all are miserable as fuck. And they had to bring somebody in to like basically break down to her, like, bro, like, no, like also like do-rags and like caps and wraps was after slavery, like women wasn't even allowed to show their hair. It was deemed as disrespectful, like because they didn't want the white male gaze eyes, right, to gaze upon something that they used to deem not even fucking human, right?
For sure.
So it's just like, nah, you can't wear your hair out in public because I don't want my man looking at you type shit, right? But it's just like, nah, bro. So like we always take shit that's deemed as bad and we remix that shit and we, you know, revolutionize the shit. That's how we could be called nigger with the hard ER and be like, what's up, my nigga? You feel me? Because it's like, hey, bro, we take the shit back from y'all and like, you know, to that point, that's the only fucking word that everybody seems to wants to fucking say.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never heard nothing like, it's an author named Ta-Nehisi Coates. And he had said like, hey, I understand like if my girl and her girl, they might be like, bitch, you know, they'll call each other bitches, right? Mm-hmm. But I know it's not for me to call my woman I use the same colloquialism,
exactly,
right? How they would use it, right?
It's a term of endearment
for them, right?
I know not to say that.
Even though it may have a negative connotation, right? But I'm not about to use the same thing because I'm not about to be met with the same, you know, consequences. I'm gonna be met with different consequences if I tried that shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it's just like, bro, I've never seen it's so many different, you know, derogatory things that we can't say, but like we don't want to say the shit at the end of the day. So it's come on, bro. Like y'all gotta let's fucking do better with this, man. It's I want to kind of, I know we a little moving in close on time, but I wanted to cover this real quick, bro. Like, cause I know we had just seen that self-defense thing when it was deemed a self-defense with that Asian person, Rick Chang shooting the young man Cyrus Belton, right? So like in Florida, bro, it was two young men that was able to like defend themselves against, I think it was one gunman or two white men that was shooting at them. They ended up killing the dude. I think somebody got shot in the process. However, he had a shotgun and was still fleeing, but Florida has the stand your ground law. That's how George Zimmerman got off with Trayvon Martin and shit. This judge tried to rule this as murder, not even manslaughter, murder, bro.
I'm defending myself.
And she said it no longer was self-defense after he started fleeing, but he still had a shotgun in his hand. So I said,
at any point, you can stop and turn around.
You literally, bro. So I'm like, bro, realistically, man, like y'all are trying to actively fucking rage bait us at this point. Is what the fuck y'all trying to do. Y'all are trying to play in our faces because you're like, no, we gonna let you get off with this, but you gonna go to jail for murder. Y'all like, we don't really give a fuck about it because y'all trying to like really turn this up.
But then you'll say follow the law.
Exactly,
but then
bro.
when I do, you move the goalpost on me. Like, I thought I was following the law. You know realistically. What I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
Man.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, it be making me think that like sometimes I feel like they ain't gonna feel shit unless we get turned on some like January 6th shit.
Man.
You feel me? But obviously they was met with different consequences.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? He let everybody out of jail and he trying to get funds together for them and shit. But it's just like, bro, like y'all don't really like listen to us when we peaceful and shit. Realistically, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like
I think we also gotta decide like what do we want as a people?
That too.
Like,
yeah.
Do we want fair treatment within your system, or do we want to get our own system? Like
that part too.
It's like, and like me personally, I don't think we'll ever get just or fair treatment within their system. Like, you know
realistically,
so it's kind of like
truly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that would threaten them.
Yeah, so, for sure. But
that's
I feel like both does. So it's like it's fatigue, man. It's like, damn, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we go about this? We have made a lot of progress, but at the same time, it's like y'all just figured out new ways,
right?
To fuck us over. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro.
So it's like, I don't know, bro. I think about that a lot. I've always been under like, well, not always, but I'm under the burn it down. Like,
for sure, bro.
You know
Oh God.
Somebody was like, not your own neighborhood. Like, I'm not talking about a neighborhood. I'm talking
just
about
all of the shit.
The whole
goddamn thing.
Like,
now, be advised, we do understand that like after it's burnt down, like we gonna have to know that we not coming with the same circumstances afterwards. Yeah. There's no comfortability in the burnt down. You got to rebuild from new and be uncomfortable. But it's like, it might just have to be that, because it's like, bro,
I feel like that's better than what we have, like, what we face with.
Realistically, you know bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this is a weird spot to be in. Like, I'm probably in my best financial situation I've ever been in life. Mm-hmm. However, the more better I get in a financial situation, it seemed the more like diluted and like fucked up this society keep getting. You feel me?
They're not mutually exclusive. It's
Come on, bro. Like, so I'm like, man, I know if I'm feeling it, somebody that's not even making, you know, it gotta be crazy, bro. Like, last thing, bro, I wanted to ask your opinion on this, bro, because I know I feel a certain type of way about this. Bro, like, the more and more we just keep progressing with this technology, bro, I just feel like we under constant surveillance. And it's like, man, you would hear like OG say some, and I'm not advocating crimes or anything like that, right? But like, don't try no shit now. Man. You feel me? Don't try no shit now, bro. Like, cause like, even with these, like, bro, you can't drive down a highway or a street without seeing like a flock camera. Yeah. I have a Ring doorbell, but I used to keep it up, but I haven't put my Ring doorbell up in like probably 3-4 years at this point. Man, realistically, bro.
Speaking to that, bro, I just saw where a kid, AI, falsely identified a bag of chips in his hand. He was at school as a gun.
Wow.
Police came and everything. And then they got there, it was like, oh, but AI did it. And I don't know if like, we have cameras from at my job, and we have to watch them sometimes. And there's now it says what the person is doing at the bottom of the camera.
Wow, that's AI then,
right? I had a participant eating food at the table, and it read a person is smoking a cigarette at the table, because it's the same movement. I'm putting something to my mouth, putting it down. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's really like,
this shit faulty as hell, bro.
Yeah, bro. But for you to, it ain't say maybe, possibly. It's like, right. No, that's what they're doing.
Nah, it's just 100%. Yeah, hell no,
like, prove me wrong.
Damn, bro.
So that's wild. Like, I mean, that's not as serious as them, like the AI identifying a bag of chips as a gun, but it's like,
nah, for sure though. But like,
people are the only people. People are the ones that are supposed to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Falsely
right.
Identifying.
Exactly.
Like, AI is supposed to be foolproof. You know
no, for sure, bro. And it's crazy because, like, to that point, I bought that up because I had seen this post. It basically was saying like a flock camera caught this woman driving, like her phone was face down in her lap. And she got charged a fine for $1,251 under the grounds of public safety, right? Like, now this girl I know, she ended up commenting on this post and stated like most of the, and I didn't know this until I just read this, but she said most of the ticket producing cameras are owned by private companies and have no real authority. Local governments and municipalities allow it because the private companies cut them a part of the check. Look up your local laws. Specifically as for Ohio, camera tickets are inadmissible unless an officer was actually present.
Yep.
And they cannot affect your license or credit or not for non-payment. Definitely. So it's like, man, bro, y'all are letting privatized companies like try to run this rules on us too.
Private prisons. It's like yeah, it's
man.
About money, man.
Oh, for sure, bro.
It's about money, man.
Definitely.
Money and power.
But yeah, bro, like, I don't know, bro. It's just a lot, not to fatigue y'all too much with. It's just been a lot going on though. So I mean, we didn't create, like what the fuck is happening, but I do feel like we have a duty to talk about it and make y'all aware of some certain shit.
And I'm gonna challenge you to control what you can control. Like, while there is a lot of shit going on, a lot of negative shit, there are positive things.
Absolutely.
Control what you can control.
Facts.
Eat healthy, exercise,
for sure,
meditate, read a book. You know what I'm saying? There are things that you can do to still ground yourself with all this shit going on. It ain't all for loss, but I know I said burn it all down, but until we get there.
Right. Until we get there. Man, I forgot to say this. Bro, I really wish Jay-Z would have played like one of during his concerts. He didn't get to play this, but hold on.
Every day say when you walking down the street, cheer, and everybody that you meet, has an original point of view. However, cheer, and I said, hey, cheer, me and my niggas was selling, yay, and we made hella bread every day, cheer, and got along with each other.
Bro, I'm weak. Hey, don't block me on.
Hey, they been on his ass.
Nah, for real. Bro, I died when I heard that goddamn Arthur shit.
It's like, it sound like home to me.
Nah, for real. I'm weak. Oh shit, I did see he did another freestyle. I ain't listened to that one though. I was like, hey, you got it. You good, man. But hey, man, you got anything you want to play before we go, man?
Harmony House is having a fundraising event. I believe the date is, let me make sure. For y'all that don't know, Harmony House is an agency that provides housing for young adults 18 to 24 that are experiencing homelessness, housing instability. That could be like couch surfing, or literally homeless, or someone that has experienced DV or is trying to flee DV. So that's what it's Black owned. That's what they do. And they are holding a fundraiser on, make sure I get it right.
Come on, brother. Nah,
the clock's ticking. Hey, man, where is that? All right, it's the 8th. The 8th of August, right? So you can go to, I think it's either AkronHarmonyHouse.org or Harmony House. Google it, you'll find it. You can get tickets on there. It's gonna be a good time. Food, drinks. I believe they're auctioning off different baskets, like urban baskets, stuff like that. But they would appreciate your support. And then also, if you do know anyone 18 to 24 that are experiencing homelessness, you can refer them to Harmony House.
Shout out to it, man. Before we leave, I do want to just say, per usual, we do thank everybody for tapping in. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. I know YouTube even has a new feature called Hyping the Video. That'll definitely be greatly appreciated. Also, shout out to Life Her Studios, Life Her Vet, Life Her Podcast for sponsoring us. If you are interested in renting studio space, studio time, you can email us at faithfearpodcast@gmail.com, or you can also hit us in the DMs. Email is more professional, but whatever way you feel like you can contact us. DM on Instagram. Podcast is just at Faith the Fear Podcast. Email again is faiththefearpodcast@gmail.com. If you are interested in renting this wonderful studio space, because the owner also does do rentals and stuff. So if you're inquiring about that, just hit us up. But this has been episode 5. Been fun to kick it with y'all. Oh, also, we about to try to start. I think I said this before, but we're definitely about to start trying to drop at least bare minimum twice a month. So you guys will at least see us 2 times a month instead of once now. But yeah, man, this has been episode 5. Hope y'all have a cool week. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.
Yes, sir.